Hey YouTube, me and Sen are back today with our second holiday movie, and this one's Gremlins. So if you could, please like, subscribe, comment below, and enjoy the review.
We want to take a moment to welcome everyone to the Watch This Shit podcast. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. My name is Seneca, the movie professor, and today I have my collaborator and collaborator here, Young Sam. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Hey, it's Young Sam, aka the Movie Apprentice.
Yep, that's it. With this podcast, we're going to give you the definitive decision on whether you should go view a new movie release or not. It's real easy. If we say, watch this shit, stop what you're doing, and enjoy some good cinema. If we say, don't watch this shit, avoid it as you would feeding a magua after midnight. Or don't. You can do what you want. It may be fun, or you may end up with a little green monster infestation to deal with. You won't listen to us. You put your life in your own hands. Christmas time is here. It comes the same time every year, and somehow I'm still not prepared for it. One thing that does get me closer to that holiday spirit I had in my youth is watching all of my favorite holiday films. We knocked out that Die Hard review, and now, as promised, we are coming with our second Christmas movie review. Today, we're going to talk about Gremlins, the tale of how humanity was almost ended by a plague of little green troll creatures. Let's just get this out there. We discussed the line from the movie that you have a slight remix on. You want to go ahead and kick that out for the people, Sam?
Yeah. Kate said, you say you don't like Washington birthday and nobody cares, but then if you say you don't like Christmas and now you're crazy, I mean, it's just like you say you don't like Godzilla and everybody thinks you're crazy. It's like, come on.
It's
Not
an
crazy.
opinion, people. It's an opinion. This is a conversation. Yeah. And I appreciate getting the conversation going, but keep it cool.
Yeah.
Keep it sexy. Yeah. Don't be an asshole. All right. A small American town has no idea what it is in for when a failed inventor stumbles upon the worst kind of gift you can get a kid for Christmas. It is a mogwai, a never before discovered species that was hidden away in an antique shop in Chinatown, China. He takes this mythical creature home and gifts it to his son, Billy, who immediately begins to break the three infamous rules that were instructed to him. Don't put them in light, they hate it, especially sunlight, it will kill them. Do not get them wet, and most importantly of all, never feed them after midnight. Nobody ever tells the reasoning behind the rules because if they did, no one will be surprised when things go horribly wrong. They get the little furry animal wet within 24 hours of having it, which causes it to reproduce. The children of the initial Mogwai, renamed Gizmo, are evil and end up tricking the kid into feeding them after midnight. This starts a metamorphosis in the creatures, which means they turn from cute and cuddly Mogwai into green, scaly lizard creatures. Once in this state, they begin wreaking havoc on the town. It is up to Billy, Gizmo, and Billy's love interest Kate to stop a full-on invasion before the town is turned upside down by the crazed monsters. Young Sam, I'm not certain if you were old enough to watch this as a kid. If you did it scare you at all?
Uh, I wasn't old enough. It came out in 84 and I was born in 90. I have vague memories of this one, but the one I remember the most is the second one.
Mhm.
And I would say back then probably it did scare me, but now it's just a comedy.
It is definitely funny. But the part that did scare me as a kid is the voiceover at the end. Talking about if your washing machine is running weird, the gremlins might be in your home. I always thought, why the fuck would you put that at the end of a kids movie? The movie never scared me, but that one line used to stick with me long after the film was over. I used to have to turn the movie off right before the final scene so I wouldn't hear that shit. Steven Spielberg is a revolutionary filmmaker. Some of the best films from when I was a kid were created under his watch. The first three amazing Indiana Jones films, E.T., Jurassic Park, Hook, and later, Saving Private Ryan, AI, Catch Me If You Can, and so many others. The 80s were really where he was at his peak. This film, like you said, was in 84 and is one of my favorites of his. The film is well put together visually and scripted with great foreshadowing. Amazing placement of things that will later play a part in the film. The carolers are precursors to when the Gremlins themselves later do the same thing in front of Mrs. Deagle's house. Corey Feldman in the tree is a call forward to when the gremlin in the tree attacks Miss Pelter. Rand, the dad, coming home, dropping one of the swords that were by the door, foreshadowing the need to fend off the initial gremlin home invasion. Gizmo watching the race car movie is paid off at the film's climax. Sam, did you notice the intricate storytelling that was on display here?
I actually didn't. I noticed one part, the falling of the sword, and but the others I didn't notice.
It's all throughout the movie. Like it was so many, I just stopped writing them. They had a lot of good setups and callbacks to previous gags. It's smart. And good writing is my favorite aspect of cinema. When writers are creative and use good structure, it makes me happy. Looking back at this film, I got a better understanding of what made me love it so much as a kid. I never would have thought about why the dad was in such a seedy part of Chinatown late at night by himself. As an adult, I get it. He was looking for something and most likely found it before he found Gizmo. Now, a lot of people in the film made bad decisions, but I don't blame the writing for that. The shopkeeper having the Mogwai in earshot of the customers, but it's not for sale. That was stupid of him, but if not for that, the whole plot fails. Billy bringing his dog to work, stupid on his part, but provided a reason as to why the new Mogwai weren't suspects when Barney got hung up to freeze outside. Kate continuing to serve the gremlins as if she was getting paid for that shit. Okay, that one is just plain stupid. Look, gremlins don't have no money, man. You can go ahead and clock out if those are the only customers left in the bar. She was pouring drinks and waiting tables. The cool thing is that this asinine act led to my favorite gag in the film. That one little nigga with the trench coat is my favorite. He was really out here flashing Kate, who was just trying to do her job. Come on, little dude. You don't have parts. Your species reproduces asexually via getting touched by water. What the fuck are you exposing? It makes me laugh every single time I see it. Sam, which of the gremlin gags was your favorite?
Oh, it was the same scene. It was like a few moments later when Kate was trying to leave, and the little one came out of the ceiling almost, and he was just hanging on the door, and he had the gun and the ski mask on, like he's about to rob her ass. Oh, that shit had me cracking up. That shit was funny.
Yeah, it was. Speaking of, where were these little motherfuckers getting these outfits from? He had a ski mask fit just for his face. It couldn't have fit anybody else's face. So many of Stripe's kids had clothing just their size. These motherfuckers even already knew certain movie references. One of them had on a Flashdance outfit and did a full Flashdance scene. You were just created an hour ago. You didn't have time to watch that movie yet. Enjoying films was one of the things that was on brand for Gizmo. The fact that a lot of the things that he loves, they do as well, is another great touch. When they played the 70 Wars classic song from Snow White, the theater full of gremlins erupted in singing. While Billy and Kate were on their stealth mission to try to destroy them, Gizmo was singing along as well. I mean, really feeling it like that was their jam. I have always enjoyed the fact that the Mogwai and gremlins love and understand technology. They can see a device and immediately have the ability to use it. Now, the gremlins do take this another step forward by gaining the capability to sabotage the tech as well. It's as if they take the pureness of an enjoyed task or activity and corrupt it. Sam, did you see the creatures as being different sides of the same coin?
Yeah, yeah. I saw it. I saw them as you had the chaos, but they were so smart.
Mm-hmm.
It is if only because I mean we didn't really get to see Gizmo really show any of that. He just was always just quiet in a box, just sitting chilling somewhere. But the actual gremlins, they was chaos, but they were smart at the same time. It was two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, but I will have to disagree because Gizmo showed a lot of that same ingenuity as well. Billy was
When?
was playing the piano, right?
Oh
And Billy
yeah.
played the wrong note. and Gizmo corrected him and played the right note.
Like dumbass.
This is it right here. Gizmo learned how to drive from watching a movie. The scene where
Okay.
the scene where he was driving the race car before
Mhm.
that was from one of the first scenes when he was in Billy's room. He was watching a show. The first scene was a lady and a guy getting together. I don't know the
Mhm.
name of the movie. And the next scene was race car, and he said vroom vroom, and he was doing
Oh,
his little hands
yeah.
like he learned how to drive right then.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, you like, if you watch, like, really pay attention and look, and you can hear him talking too. Howie Mandel does the voice. I didn't write this in a review, but Howie Mandel does the voice. So he does the thing that Popeye used to do where he mumbles, but if you're really
Mm.
paying attention, and they don't put it in the subtitles, if you really pay attention, you can hear what he's saying. They
Hmm.
followed Stripe into the YMCA, and
Mhm.
they saw his footsteps in the snow. Gizmo said, "Oh my god." Like, but you have to really listen because he's doing that voice, right? But
Yeah.
if you pay attention, I
Huh.
love this movie. Uh, I almost stopped the review. We got more stuff to talk about though. We do got to talk about the bad. No such thing as a perfect movie. Of course, the black man, the
Mm.
one black man in the entire fucking town, is the first person to die. How did the gremlin, yes, singular, one gremlin, kill him? We just got the brother ass up with a syringe in him. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, he did make a stupid ass mistake. He put his hand under the table to try to feed a creature that had just transformed into something that he had never seen before. It could have been all teeth and spikes under that desk for all he knew. Just move the damn desk. Instead, he puts his hand under the desk with a candy bar and gets bitten. The scene cuts. When Billy comes into the room, the man is halfway under the desk, dead. We didn't even get to see how this happened. Get the fuck out of here. Sam, this isn't the first time, and it damn sure won't be the last, that Hollywood kills the black character first. Why do you think they utilize this trope so frequently?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a really good question. Ooh,
Mhm.
I mean, it's an easy way to. I feel like it's an easy way just to get that character out of the way. It's like that's how I feel. That's why when I think immediately, it's like okay, get that character out of the way. I mean,
Yeah, I partially agree with what you said, and I hate it, and I will continue to stand against this bullshit. One reason that I believe is because I know the writers and were typically older white males, right? They want to see themselves look cool. But that doesn't mean they have to write all the other characters as useless, discardable refuge. Write what you would write for a cool white male character and then just put the best actor in that role. Don't automatically write and the black guy dies. I hate it. One person, though, going back to the positives, that did represent was the mom. She was the unsung hero. Miss Pelter took out damn near the entirety of Gizmo's brood. She had a triple kill right out the gate and was dual wielding kitchen knives as if she was a Ninja Turtle. The fourth one damn near got her though. If Billy hadn't come through with that save, she would have been done for. And that's the sword gag we was talking about. If Stripe's sorry ass had jumped in, maybe he would have saved his homie. He was hiding, watching the whole thing, and then cried those crocodile tears. You can't sing, I really miss my nigga, if you had a chance to save him and decided to escape instead.
Hmm.
Damn. Can you think of any homies that are useless in a team fight by just watching the other team members die?
Oh man, we got a lot. I mean, we got one specifically that we play with.
Yeah, we do.
We ain't gonna say no names,
We ain't gonna
but
say the name, but yeah, you know who he is. To go along with the watching people die thing, you have a world-ending threat in a box in the back of an antique shop. Lucky for everyone, Gizmo is sweet, because if he was like the others, the world would have been conquered long ago. The fact that he is the only one like this makes him an outlier. That kid, the the shopkeeper's grandson, put the whole world in jeopardy for 200 measly ass dollars. At any time, shit could have been an apocalypse. That's what I want to see next. A movie where the world has been destroyed by a gremlin invasion. Humans have to fight for survival every night and can only venture out during the day. That's what would happen given what this film shows us. Every new person that meets the Mogwai fucks up at least one of the rules. He is not a sustainable pet. Getting them wet makes them reproduce. It's instantaneous. If it rains, we are doomed. His little homie came in and asked, "Can I have one?" Right off rip. The hell you can, Corey Feldman. Yo clumsy ass is the reason Gizmo became a teen parent. Then, when Stripe tries to bite him because he's no white kid's pet, he all of a sudden is bored with them. After making Gizmo sad as hell. You just made it apparent, and Christmas is near at hand. He doesn't have a job, and he got no time to shop for presents, even if he had one. And you got the nerve to get bored. You better help him babysit these badass motherfuckers. Sam, given the scenario I just presented, do you think humanity could survive a gremlin invasion?
Oh, I mean, if we do Will Nas, maybe. I mean, the mom, she took out 3 by herself. I mean,
Took out
I
3.
think, but I mean, if they're so smart, I mean, just like at the end, Stripes, he was trying to get to the water. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about
Mhm,
to, I gotta re up." But
mhm.
I don't think we could. You know, it's like roaches. You know, it's one of them. It's gonna be a lot of them. You can't get rid of them.
There's nothing you can do. You just burn that whole damn house down. It's over. It is uninhabitable. You got anything you want to add before we go to final verdict?
Shout out to Barney. You know, he was a real one because
Was
it
he?
cracked me up in the first scene
Oh yeah.
when she was talking shit about him, and Barney said, "You know what, bitch?
Came
Let me
through.
jump over this desk. Let me jump over this desk, and you talk, prove it." That's what he was saying. Shout out to Barney. He was a real one. But yeah,
Oh,
it's a good movie. Great holiday movie. I didn't back in the day. I guess it was maybe sort of a thriller, maybe, but now it's just a straight up comedy. So definitely very good movie to watch.
agreed. Agreed. Watch this shit. It is a great holiday movie, just like Sam said, with some very thought out gags. Watching it as an adult showed me a different aspect of the film. I never noticed how much the dog, Barney, hated the puppets. During the initial intro scene of Gizmo to the family, they had to physically hold him back from attacking the animatronic. You don't get to see things like that anymore because people act like they're scared to use practical effects. This shit would have been made with CGI if they did it today. One thing that I do want to call out is that apparently beer doesn't have water in it. One of the
Huh?
gremlins stuck his head. No, yeah, I'm being facetious. One of the
Yeah.
gremlins stuck his head under a tap, and you could see his belly getting full as the liquid poured into him. Stripe even spilled a beer on another gremlin, and neither one of those gremlins reproduced. So either that was a continuity mistake, or they want to tell me that one of the key ingredients of beer is not water. But
I,
anyway,
I
Sam, yeah,
I do have one other thing. The dad, just so
this dude was funny.
was his invention supposed to be like first of their kind, or they're just kind of like alterations of previous machines? Because if they're inventions like first of their kind, he was inventing some shit. It didn't work right. But now, I mean, he had like a juicer, he had a Keurig, he was inventing shit
He
that we
was
use today.
he was inventing bullshit that was not first of his kind. What this dude did, he had he had a fucking mixer that
Hmm.
people like your mom would mix cakes with back in the day. But instead of having the spools to mix batter, he connected fly swatters to them. This is supposed to be an invention to help you kill flies better. Fuck out of here, Billy's dad. You are an awful inventor. He took all those things, a bathroom buddy, toenail clipper, toothpaste,
Yeah,
razor, get, and just put them into a little block that did
that
not
was
work
it.
properly.
And then the smokeless ashtray that kept smoking. Yeah, yeah. That was piece
So
of shit.
he had some good ideas. I will give you that. But he was not the right person to enact them or design it. He needed
Right,
some help.
right.
Oh man. So did you say watch this shit or did you
Oh yeah, watch this shit. Yeah,
of course.
definitely.
Of course. All right, that's good. Holiday over. Thank you for listening to another episode of Watch This Shit. You come here for the realest take on new movies. So make sure you follow us so you're not left in the dark on whether you should check out a new movie or not. As a holiday special treat, we want to say Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yuletime, Winter Solstice, Feliz Navidad, Boxing Day, Malik Kalimaka, and whatever holiday you and your family fuck with. Join us next time when we review Poor Things. And good day to you.